Good evening. Uh, my name is Dr. Good evening. My name is Dr. Senegal uh, Phoenix, and my stream is called "Shout Now What Injustice." And what my channel does is put a spotlight on things that need a spotlight that no one really want to talk about it, but I will. Uh, and it is basically from the my life. A lot of these injustices was done to me growing up, so I don't put anyone under the spotlight with these injustices but myself. And I don't describe anyone else but me. uh, Anyone else. That's it. It's just me. I describe things from what may have happened when uh, segregation had stopped. What happened then? And I will describe at the time that I was discriminated against for no reason. Maybe my brother had gotten into a fight because of what uh, the people said, the light people. I won't say white, I'll say the lighter people and brown people, like that, because it's no such thing as black and white. It's a technical thing. So that's what I'll say. And in the time, what happened. So with this, I'll get on with uh, what I'll speak about. This is very difficult for me because it's very close to my heart. Uh, this is about the time we lived in another state, and my daughter was about 8 years old, 7 years old, something like that. She was very young. And she would spend a lot of times with her aunts uh, and her grandmother. By the end, uh, my father had died of cancer, and she spent a lot of time with him. So she loved him very much. So my family got to know her a lot, very well, and they loved her and wanted her around all the time. And they knew that within time that I probably would be leaving to go to another state and go to college. So they was in the darkness planning to uh, take her somehow. And I knew that, and I think she knew that too, but we left it up to God because we couldn't fight that battle. It was just she and I. So we just left it up to God. Then one day, sooner than later, that knock came to the door that we had been expecting and knew it was coming. So I went to the door. The ladies said that they was from DCEF, and there was a charge of neglect for me. And then I asked her, who who said that? Uh, it's anonymous, of course. So then there was another lady, and she looked at me, and she called out my name, and she said, "There's no neglect here, because blah blah blah." She always brings her daughter with her to class. She always spends time with her. She's not left alone. And so the supervisor said that because this had been brought against me, they had to continue. And based on the information that they had gotten, they had to make a decision. Uh, so she asked me where my daughter was. I said, she's back in the room playing. And so she said, well, we need to speak to her. So they called her, and the lady took her into one of the rooms and asked her questions and everything. Uh, I can't explain what was going on in my mind, because I could not deal with the fact that uh, someone that close to me had deceived me because they wanted my child. And I, I, to be honest, I couldn't think. It was hard to breathe. Uh, I was a little bit angry, but not so much as worrying about my daughter. So after a while, the lady came back, and she said, the charge is unfounded, and you will be getting a paper of the decision in weeks coming. And I said, thank you. And the lady left, and the rest of the day, my daughter and I could not speak, because we was trying to figure out, why would someone do that to me and her? Why would they do that? And we could see it in each other's eyes. Uh, After that, we gave each other a big hug, and uh, I started cooking dinner, and we sat down and had dinner, and we still was trying to figure out who it was. But and we comment, they told on themselves. One day was going out to the shopping center. I think it was, let's see, one, two, three, three of my sisters and my daughter, and a niece. And so we was waiting on one of the sisters, one that's always late or slow or whatever, and we was picking at her. And so she came to the car and got into the car, and we was driving out. And bingo bango, there it was. She started talking about what happened. Uh, and she said, blah, blah, did this. And then the other person would say, no, better than that, I would not do that to you. I would not do that to her. No, 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 no. And they was blaming each other. So thought to myself that one is just as guilty as the other one, because she did not do anything to stop the other one. I felt that she should have said to her, just because you want the daughter, you should not do this thing. But she didn't. So I blamed her just as much as the other sister. And at that time, I said to myself, I'm not going to be upset with them. I'm not going to be angry with them. I'm going to forgive them and leave it up to God because God said, vengeance is mine. So I leave it up to Him because what God can do, wow, you can't even do you know, part of what He could do for someone doing that to a child of God. So I said, no, I'm not going to be upset with her. I'm not going to be angry with her or the other sister. I'm going to leave it up to them. But I noticed that within those years, what she did to me and my daughter have weighed on her, and she has herself taken out herself almost completely out of my life and my daughter's. So what she did to me has weighed on her heart very deep. So that's in one way God is taking care of that. And a lot of things has happened to the other sister too. So and haven't been angry with them. They have, I guess, thought I was because I didn't say anything or because they was guilty. Uh, they thought I was angry with them, but I wasn't. So since then, everything has been great. I have raised my daughter, and our time together and our relationship with each other is perfect because we work on it every single day. If we have a disagreement, we will talk about it. Uh, if we're upset with each other, we'll talk about that too. Uh, God has given me the best gift of my life, and I thank Him for that because He means so much to me. And within this pandemic, she has helped me a lot. Uh, we have helped each other a lot. So, deception, if you need to speak with someone or want something from that person, don't go behind their back. Sit down and say, well, uh, I like this and I like that. Can I have it or can I borrow it? Don't finagle things behind uh, someone that, especially in the family. That person might take that very personally. Uh, they might not be as forgiving as me. So keep a line of communication open with people that you love, and it will help the relationship. Uh, to me, relationships are very important, uh, and I try desperately to keep that line of communication open. But some members of the family don't want that, I guess, because they don't want us to know uh, what they're doing behind the curtains. But with me, nor my daughter, we don't judge. No. Uh, if they want to do what they're doing, it's what, what can I say? I'm not a very important person in their lives, so I don't say anything. That's not my business. So don't deceive people. Be honest. Be transparent. Be open. Be trusting. Uh, and you will have a wonderful relationship. Two people. So my tip for today is this: be honest. Uh, and the thought for today is this: if someone hurt you, uh, forgive them. Leave the vengeance up to God, and you will have a better life. All right? And take care of yourself and each other. And subscribe and thumbs up. Thank you. Have a blessed day.